Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Apollo1, and today we have for you a solo triple DNA bomb on the map Solar using the royalty camoed Battle 27, a ridiculous gameplay by Carnage Chain, and this map honestly is a very good map. The reason why I don't like it is because every time I play it, I always fail the double DNA. I don't know what it is about this map. I can't do well on it. I mean, I can do well on it, but I can never get an actual gameplay, and it's so frustrating. But Carnage Chain, he knows how to run this map like it's the back of his hand. So, guys, check out his channel. It will be down in the description below. Please do so. Don't leave this video without doing that. And also, if you could drop a like on this video, that'd be absolutely insane. If we could shoot for 750 likes, that'd be really awesome. If not, it's completely fine. But it really does help the team out a ton when you show your support on each video every single day. It really, really does. A lot more than you actually think. But if not, completely fine. No worries. So today, guys, I wanted to talk about the possibilities of there being life within our universe other than Earth. And kind of the insane idea of how insignificant Earth really is. And I just wanted to kind of give my thoughts on these two, and I have a few interesting kind of theories and ideas that we could talk about here. So first off, I want to talk about this idea of Earth being insignificant and the possibility that aliens have already visited Earth without us knowing. So basically, if you think about this, here's to set the scene up a little bit. You're walking down the sidewalk and you see a picnic bench on the side of the sidewalk, and you go over there. You have a lunch bag and you sit down and you begin to eat your lunch, and you look down, and by your feet there is a trail of ants that leads to a partial sandwich that's laying on the ground, not yours but somebody else's, and the sandwich is laying there, and there's an ant trail, and these ants are carrying very, very small pieces of bread, and other ants are carrying small pieces of dirt, and they're in a civilized line that leads back to an anthill, and this anthill is their home. They live here, and they've created this anthill. They built it themselves, that has a tunnel system, and they have a leader, a king or a queen. They have tunnel systems, like I said, that leads to different areas where they live, and they store food in certain caverns that they've built, and they are in a civilized group. They work together to create their home and to have enough food for them to live off of, and they do this while working together, and that's kind of a civilization. That is a civilized thing, and you really don't acknowledge that as being an intelligent operation that's going on right there. You look down and you see this going on, but you don't go, oh wow, that's really intelligent, when in reality that is intelligent. Now there's the whole idea of, well, they're programmed to do this and they're not really thinking of that, but whatever, that's a whole nother idea. But this is an intelligent operation that's going on, and it is a small civilization. You can't deny that. So with all that being said, you still look at that and you say, that's so insignificant, because it is insignificant to your life, and it really is not. You don't look at it as, wow, that's really intelligent. So here's the idea. What if aliens have already been to Earth, but they see us, they look at Earth, and they say, well, there's no sign of intelligent life here, and they move on, and they don't look at Earth and us as being intelligent life, just the same way that we look at ants as not being intelligent. They are intelligent, we just don't see them as intelligent. So aliens, you could say the same thing. They don't see us as intelligent, but we are intelligent in a way. In our own perspective, we are intelligent beings because we rule the Earth. There's no other being on Earth that rules, and we are the dominant species on Earth. But to them, they go right by Earth like we're an anthill, and they say, wow, that's really insignificant, guys. There's no sign of life here. Let's move on to the next solar system or the next galaxy. So that's kind of an interesting idea, kind of puts things in perspective. That was really interesting, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So let me know your thoughts and opinions on that. Do you think aliens have seen us as being an insignificant and unintelligent life form, or what do you think? Give me your thoughts on that. Now, my next little talk here is a little bit shorter, but that is the idea of how large the universe really is. Now, I could talk to you guys for 2 hours straight on this, but I have to kind of sum this down into like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. So here we go. Now, our Earth, well, first off, our Earth, we thought for so many years, obviously not now, that the Earth was the center of the universe, because being, humans, we think of ourselves as being significant, and we want ourselves to feel it's significant and like we matter. So people thought the Earth was the center of the universe. Then once that wasn't true, then people thought, oh well, the sun's got to be the center of the universe, and that being so, the Earth is relatively close to being the center of the universe. But when we found out that the sun wasn't the closest, or the sun wasn't the center of the universe, then we thought, well, then our galaxy must be the only galaxy that exists. But we found out that there are hundreds of billions of other galaxies out there that we are aware of. And if you think about that actually real quick, quick before I go off on the other thing. Real quick, if you think about that, we are aware of hundreds of billions of galaxies. And if you think about it, our technology is not very advanced. So if with what we have, we are aware and we know of this amount of galaxies or this amount of other solar systems or this amount of stars, whatever, that's pretty insane and kind of scary if you think about how our technology isn't very advanced and we are aware of that much. So imagine how much really there must be out there. So that's just another idea. But okay, so we are about 30,000 light years from the center of the Milky Way, and we are about 40,000 light years away from the closest star outside of our Milky Way. That is insane. It would take about 45,000 years to get to the closest star. To get to the closest star, it would take 45,000 years. That's literally impossible. You couldn't do that unless you were to have a really good group of different, people and families with really good genetics and really good live long and stuff like that. And you have to have successful breeding in space for 45,000. That's not even possible, actually. I was trying to get something there, but that's not even possible. So basically, as of now, until we can warp time and warp space, it is impossible. It is impossible to go to another star. Now, we've said a lot of things are impossible before we made them possible, so you never know. 100, 200 years from now, we could be looking at the potential possibilities of visiting another star, but as of now, it's impossible. And if you think about how many galaxies, how many solar systems, and how many stars, all that kind of stuff are out there, how can you deny the fact, or not fact, but how can you deny the idea that there are other life forms out there and other dominant ruling species that live on certain stars or certain planets? How can you deny that? Because to me, that's just impossible. Why is there so much space for only such a small, insignificant Earth? Why is there so much space? Why are there so many stars? And we are aware of these super Earths that are out there that are kind of like Earth and that we think could potentially have life on them because they have an atmosphere, they have water, they have land, and they have all the things that it basically looks like Earth if you look at pictures of them. So anyways, guys, hopefully you did enjoy this gameplay. Make sure to go check out Carnage Chain's channel. Subscribe to Carnage Clan if you are new. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram if you don't already. And I'll see you guys later.